Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Business Africa, where we discuss business opportunities in Africa. In our midst today, we have none than the other, CEO of Enterprise Mauritius, Dave Chamel. Dave, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Welcome.
Dave, Enterprise Mauritius was created in 2005. Tell me more about the role of Enterprise Mauritius here in Mauritius.
Okay, Enterprise Mauritius is a public-private partnership where the government and the key private sector institutions are shareholders in a company which has a mandate to promote Mauritian products overseas. That one mandate is actually 5 basic mandates into one. One, we have to find markets for all products and services from Mauritius. 2, we have to ensure that our exporters are export ready. And export ready means product ready as well as enterprise ready. So all in all, Enterprise Mauritius has a mandate to ensure that we have new products to be exported, we have more markets to sell our items, and our exporters are export ready for all the markets of the world.
Dave, given the mandate of this young institution, we've seen some success of some entrepreneur that has been able to manage to penetrate difficult markets. And also, can you tell me about some of the potential markets or sectors that you see evolving in the near or medium term future?
Today we have over 1,500 product lines are being exported to over 153 countries. And last year our total domestic export was to the value of 56 billion Mauritian rupees. When you work that figure out in terms of per capita, that's huge for a country which doesn't have much resources. This year in June we crossed the parity level where 50% and more of our export went to non-traditional markets. And here we exported 10.6 billion to Africa. So we are diversifying not only our product, but we are also diversifying our markets. A large number of companies which were basically producing for the local market, import substitutions, are now export ready and they're now exporting. So there is a lot of dynamism in the manufacturing sector with regards to producing for the export market.
And given the strategy of moving away from our non-traditional market, Africa, who is our next door neighbor, and we have a lot of treaties, we belong to different regional pact, including COMESA and SADC, where there's a lot of benefits in terms of tax. What are the sectors that you see evolving, and what are the benefits of entrepreneurs to penetrate this growing market in Africa?
We place a lot of emphasis on developing the African market, basically our partners from COMESA and SADC. And you would see that in 2012, our exports to this market has gone to 10.6 billion rupees. South Africa has become the second largest export market for Mauritius, ahead of France, ahead of USA. It's only behind the UK, and South Africa is positioning. We have markets coming up very nicely. Kenya, we have markets like Madagascar, markets like Ethiopia, Uganda, Rwanda, Zambia, Malawi. These are markets that we've researched and we have actions on. So Africa plays a very important role because on 2 counts. One, our export-oriented companies which export to Europe have a counter season that they can export to Africa. 2, and more importantly, our local base that produces for the local market now have a much larger market to export, so from import substitution to export-oriented marketing. So this is why we place a lot of emphasis on Africa.
And also African entrepreneurs can tap in the Mauritian market via the Africa, Mauritius, Europe route as well, because they can benefit as well. Can you tell me more about this avenue where African entrepreneurs themselves can sell either to Mauritius or use Mauritius as a platform to sell in other countries?
Mauritius plays the role of a business hub. One, we export whatever is produced in Mauritius to Africa. Two, we export what is not even produced in Africa through our free port. So you buy from India, China, Vietnam, and then you re-export to Africa. Three, we again play the reverse role now. India, China are huge consumers of raw material, and they buy from African countries, so they source that through Mauritius. But at the same time, African exporters can sell the products in Mauritius. But what is important now in the global African strategy of Mauritius, government wants to position Mauritius as a business financial hub and capital. It means four things. One, exporting from Mauritius. Two, exporting through Mauritius. Three, investing from Mauritius into Africa. And four, investing through Mauritius into Africa. And that combines together, includes the second one, African can even invest in Mauritius. So this five-pronged strategy position Mauritius as a business capital of Africa, including our financial services sector. That gives a dimension of Mauritius playing the role of a business and financial hub for Africa.
And when you mentioned earlier that Enterprise Mauritius has been a successful endeavor, where we've seen us growing into non-traditional markets, taking advantage of the potential markets. If you were to be the CEO of an Enterprise Mauritius in Africa, how would you make sure that that success can be replicated?
This is a very interesting question too, because unlike other African countries, Mauritius is on a survival mode, mission survival mode, because we produce for export. A lot of our colleagues in Africa, they are resource-based countries. So they have not been looking at doing a lot of export promotion because the resources, people come to buy. But now that more and more African countries are industrializing, they need to export beyond the resources, beyond the gold, the diamond, the oil, the petroleum, beyond the resources. And if that were the case, they have to start building export marketing capabilities. They have to go all out to start exporting whatever is produced in their country. So we can collaborate on a peer-to-peer learning platform, which we are already doing. We are willing to share our experience with trade promotion organizations. Enterprise Mauritius has been a twice winner of the ITC TPO award, and we are willing to share our experience with all our peers in the region. We have signed a series of MOUs for bilateral cooperation on information exchange, capacity building, and we are ready and willing to share our experience with any trade promotion organization in Africa.
Dave, we know that Mauritius is organizing its second MITEX event, and last year we understand was a success. Can you tell me more about this new MITEX event, which is happening very soon?
The Mauritius International Trade Expo MITEX is a unique trade platform the world over. There is no country that has an expo or a trade fair of only products manufactured in the countries. Any international trade fair you go, you have exhibitors from all over the world. Now MITEX is unique. MITEX is the only platform, the most comprehensive platform of made in Mauritius products only. So there will be, compared to last year where we had 95 exhibitors, we have 511 foreign buyers. MITEX 2 this year, we are going to have 120 manufacturing companies which will be exhibiting a genuinely made in Mauritius product to buyers coming from 24 African countries. And this is going to be the event to come and discover what Mauritius can offer to Africa, either produced in Mauritius or sourced from Mauritius. So we invite our African business community to visit the website of Enterprise Mauritius, which is simple, www.sourcemauritius.com, and register with us to visit MyTex. Enterprise Mauritius will be pleased to organize not only one-to-one meeting, but also factory visits for people visiting this event.
Dear Chamro, CEO Enterprise Mauritius, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Yusuf. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you.